London, 1650. Imagine you are clutching a heavy bag filled with gold coins. It is your family's entire fortune, sweat, and tears. But London back then was not safe. Thieves lurk in every corner, and carrying this gold is like putting a target on your back. You do what anyone with a brain would do. You enter a jewelry shop, the only place with a secure, guarded vault. You deposit gold with the goldsmith. He weighs it carefully, stores it, and gives you a paper receipt, a promise to return your gold. You walk outside, shoulders light, mind at peace. You feel very smart. But as the shop door slams shut, a world-changing event begins. The goldsmith looks at the vault, then out the window at the bustling crowds. He realizes a strange scenario. Depositors rarely return all at once. Instead, they use paper receipts to trade with each other. The paper has become money. Then, a dangerous question arises in his mind. If that gold just sits there gathering dust, why not lend it to others for interest? He starts writing receipts for non-existent gold. He lends, collects interest, and becomes London's richest man by creating prosperity from nothing. He is betting a life-or-death gamble on everyone's behavior. He bets that everyone will never come back at once to demand their gold. Think this is an ancient history story? It is not. This is exactly how the modern banking system operates right now. Only this heist has been digitized, becoming more sophisticated, and you are the prey. The scam of the century. Why banks want you poor. Let us begin with the illusion of safety and security. When you deposit $1,000 into savings, your brain imagines it sitting in a small digital box with your name on it. That is a blatant lie. The moment that money touches the teller's counter, it is no longer your property. Legally, it belongs to the bank. In exchange, you receive an IOU, a promise that if you ask, they will pay you back. But here is the real shocker for you. Under fractional reserve banking, banks only keep a tiny fraction, historically 10%, but in the US today, the reserve requirement is 0%. Where does the rest go? They lend it. They take your $1,000 to lend to your neighbor for a car. The cycle continues. The car dealer deposits that money, and the bank lends it again. Your original $1,000 has multiplied into $10,000 of debt. Commercial banks create about 97% of money today. Not the government, but banks. They create money by creating debt. This matters to you. When they print money from nothing, they dilute the value of every dollar in your pocket. You are directly funding the inflation eroding you. Every second, your savings evaporate in value to enrich the balance sheets of financial corporations. But banks do not just manipulate the money supply, they also manipulate your biology. Deep inside our brains is the striatum, the reward center. It glows when you eat sugar, love, or use drugs. Conversely, when paying with cash, scientists observe the pain of paying. Handing over a physical $100 bill activates the insula, processing physical pain. You actually hurt when losing hard-earned money. It is a natural break helping you control spending. Banks hate this break. They invented credit cards. An MIT Sloan study showed credit cards paralyze pain and floor your spending. Swiping or tapping separates shopping joy from the pain of paying. You get the TV now and feel the pain next month, or never if you pay the minimum. Credit cards desensitize your brain's reward network. You buy things not because you need them, but because the card makes your brain glow like a Las Vegas slot machine. Look at statements. Why is minimum payment always the largest and boldest? In psychology, It is called anchoring. They want you to cling to that specific small number. If you pay in full on time, banks call you a deadbeat. To them, a reliable customer is a loser who brings in no profit. They do not want customers. They want hostages, people who will pay 20 to 30% interest for the rest of their lives. It is predatory. If credit cards trap the middle class, bank fees slaughter the poor. Let us talk about the most profitable invention, the overdraft fee mechanism. This turns a person's most vulnerable moment into a financial disaster. Imagine a worker living paycheck to paycheck, walking on a very thin rope. Below is not a safety net, but a pit of spikes, each costing $35 in fees. He has exactly $3 left in account. Exhausted after a night shift, he needs a $4 coffee to drive home. His account goes negative $1. The bank could just refuse. But no, they let it through. Why? Because at that moment, a $35 overdraft weight drops on his head. That coffee now costs $39. In 2024 alone, banks collected $5 billion in overdraft fees. Most of this is paid by the poorest 9% of account holders. Essentially, it is a poverty tax, an algorithm designed to kick you when you are down, and they call it overdraft protection. Protection? Really? Imagine a bodyguard watching you get robbed, then handing you a bill for $35 for witnessing. That is not protection. It is pure predation. Suppose you are smart. You never overdraft. You pay cards on time. Think you beat the system? Not yet. In 2025, data is the new gold. Your bank statement is a detailed diary of your life. Banks see habits, hopes, and pain. They know where you eat and what you subscribe to. They see diaper receipts, Friday night wine, or the gym membership you never use. They found a way to monetize every single page of that diary. Modern bank vaults do not just hold gold, they hold data files with your name. Advertisers, insurers, and hedge funds line up to buy secrets. Banks collect, anonymize, and sell your behavioral insights to third parties. You are not the customer. You are the product being sold to the highest bidder. We face a system of psychological, mathematical, and digital traps. This entire machine is designed for one goal: to extract wealth from you. How fight? Financial war is not won with anger, it is won with tactics. First, bring back the pain of paying. Use cash or debit for discretionary spending. When you physically hand over money, your brain records the loss. This forces conscious decisions. Do not let convenience blur your reason. Stay sharp. Second, call your bank tomorrow. Demand to cancel overdraft protection. Say clearly, if I have no money, decline the transaction. Take back control now. Third, change your mindset about bank accounts. A standard account is not for building wealth. It is just a tool for transactions. Like a hammer, use it to build or hit your own thumb daily. Never leave too much cash where inflation erodes it and the system uses it for debt. Finance is a chessboard. The first step to winning is realizing you are in a game. Banks have rules, but you can use their tools. Stop hurting yourself. Reclaim the freedom you deserve. If this is valuable, subscribe and turn on notifications. We will decode the systems holding you back. Remember, knowledge is the only asset that cannot be inflated, and no bank can overdraft it from you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.